In this video, we're going to be going over conversions. Our conversions today is going to be dealing with grams to milligrams. So our conversion is 1 gram equals 1,000 milligrams. We're going to use dimensional dialysis to actually solve this problem. And we're going to be converting 5 grams to milligrams today. So we're going to be using the dimensional dialysis, and that's how we're going to solve this problem. My name is Andre. I have worked as a certified pharmacy technician now for 25 years in the hospital setting. So as of right now, we're going to go ahead and start solving this problem. And what we're going to do is convert 5 grams to milligrams. So we're going to start off with using the dimensional analysis setup. So this is the dimensional analysis setup. So we're going to start off with this one line, the equal sign, and then this line again. So this is the dimensional analysis setup. We use this a lot. And I want to also let you know that we also in pharmacy technician math use change grams to milligrams, or we flip it around and sometimes have to change milligrams to grams. So in this particular example, we're going to be converting 5 grams to milligrams. So I want to start off with, again, making sure that you remember to realize what you're going to be ending up at the end of the problem in, as far as what units you're going to be ending in. So just want to keep in mind that we're solving for milligrams today. Okay, so let's get started. I like to start off on the right-hand side. So we're going to go over it together. And also you can follow along with me, and I'm going to move slow enough and also give you a chance to write things down when you need to, okay? All right, so starting off, I like to set up with the conversion problem itself, the conversion itself first. So we already know right now that 1 gram equals 1,000 milligrams, okay? So this is how we're going to start off. We're going to write 1 gram. I'm going to abbreviate. So GM, that's for gram, and equals 1,000 milligrams. So 1,000 milligrams would go under the bottom. And remember, this is a dimensional analysis setup, and this setup works pretty well. If you keep going in order with this type of problem, you'll definitely stay on track, and you have a better chance of getting this problem correct. So if it's 1 gram, that goes on the top, and then 1,000 mg is going on the bottom. And the reason why it's set up like this is because, remember, we're solving for milligrams. So this is how we set it up on the right-hand side. And it makes it easier to calculate this way. So now that we know that the conversion is 1 gram over 1,000 milligrams, we want to keep the units lined up, so on each side. So we want to convert 5 grams to milligrams. So 5 grams is going to go over on the top. So you see this? 5 grams. So there's 5 grams right here and 5 grams right here. I mean, 1 gram right here, I'm sorry. So 5 grams, 1 grams, those units are lining up. Now we're trying to figure out how many milligrams will be in 5 grams. So we don't know that yet. So we're going to go ahead and write a X and then mg for milligrams again. So if you notice, we're still lined up properly, and we got grams on this side, grams on this side. Down at the bottom, we have milligrams right here and milligrams right here. Okay, so let me ask you a question first, though, because I don't want this to be confusing, and I want you to understand what's going on and try to realize what is causing you to kind of slip up with doing these conversion problems. So my question for you, and I want you to think about this, okay? I want you to ask yourself this question. Am I confused by the math or by the method? So just think about that. is it the math or is the method that's confusing me when doing conversion problems? Okay, so are you having problems with the math, or are you having problems with the method? So in this example, you actually aren't really doing a lot. This actually looks like algebra problems to some people, but it's not. We're only doing multiplication and division with this, okay? So starting off at the top, we're going to cross multiply. And so I'm going to move slowly through that so you get a chance to write it down or keep up with it, okay? Because I want you to see what's going on. I want you to see how we're going through this problem and go through it efficiently, okay? So what we normally do is start off on the right-hand side. We're going to cross multiply. So I'm going to write cross multiply the best way I can right here, okay? Cross multiply. And sorry, it's just doing what it wants to do. So start off right here. 1 gram is going to be multiplied times X, okay? So we're going to start off this way. 1 gram times X equals 1X, okay? So, and also what we want to do is keep that equal sign going down. So as long as you are keeping that equal sign lined up too, you'll stay on track, okay? And remember, we're cross multiplying. So we just cross multiply from the right side to the left. And I'm gonna give you a chance to write that part down. So 1 gram times X equals 1X. Are you with me so far? Okay, now we're gonna multiply 5 times 1,000. So what we wanna do now, since we already got our 1X down, we wanna bring this equal sign down, okay? So bring your equal sign down with me now, okay? All right, so now we have our equal sign right here. So now we're gonna cross multiply 5 times 1,000. So 5 times 1,000 equals 5,000. Okay, now keep in mind again, we are converting 5 grams to milligrams. So just remember, our answer is going to end up in milligrams. So at this point, we're going to divide. So I'm going to write the word divide right here. So we're going to divide. So at this point, you should now have multiplied 5 times 1,000, and that equal to 5,000, okay? So at this point, this is how this should look. And I'm gonna give you a second to kind of take that in and also write that portion of the problem down. Okay, so right now, I just want to ask you to do me a favor. If this is making any sense to you, I would like for you to like, subscribe, and share this video. So it'll help out someone that you might know that is also going through this type of training as far as becoming a pharmacy technician. And it hopefully will be able to help them as well, okay? So just do me that favor, and we want to help somebody else as well, okay? All right, so now we're at this point of the problem, and we're ready to divide. So now we're going to divide each side by 1. So we're going to go ahead and just write our line again over here. And we're going to write our line right here because we're about to divide. So this is how we normally do division at this point. So you want to divide each side by 1. So it's 1 right here and 1 right here. Okay, so you see what's going on so far? Okay, great. So at this point, we start off on this side, which is the left side, and 1 divided by 1, where we say that cancels out. So once that cancels out, then we bring down the X. And this is how this works in a dimensional analysis setup all the time. So we got our X, and what do we also talk about again? We want to keep the equal sign lined up so we can stay on track. So we're going to bring that equal sign down again, and we're going to divide 5,000 by 1. So what's 5,000 divided by 1? That's 5,000, correct? All right, correct. So that equals 5,000. And then what do we also say we want to remember? We want to remember what we're solving for. So we're solving for milligrams. So I'm going to keep repeating that every time we do a video or talk, because you want to always remember what your units are when you're doing conversions. So remember, we were solving for milligrams. So we're going to now write our units down in milligrams. So I'm going to give you a chance to write that down. All right, well, this is how this setup actually goes through. This example works. So whenever you're doing a conversion problem and use dimensional analysis, this is how this problem is always set up. It'll keep you on track, and you'll be able to figure this out, quickly using dimensional analysis. So one other thing I want you to do is, now I know a lot of you probably are getting ready for your PTCB exam or whatnot. So just think about it. Think about what would things look like for you on the other side of that test once you pass this test. Okay. So I want to help you get through this to the best of my ability, and to make you more comfortable with doing your pharmacy math. And these are conversions. We use conversions all the time in the industry. I use it every day. I'm still working as a certified pharmacy technician in a hospital setting. And our main conversion we use is grams to milligrams, or flip back around, changing milligrams to grams. This is something we use all the time. So I want you to get used to your conversions, study over your conversions. You can do this, okay? This math isn't that bad. It's not that bad at all. So you just have to relax and remember that you can do this. No matter what's making you think that you can't do it, you actually can do it. Just give yourself at least 20 minutes a day, and you can do this. Otherwise, if you need any more help, I'll put my contact information down in the description below, and other ways that you can work with me, and also any tools that you need to help on your own, for help on your own. But otherwise, this is how we do a conversion problem using dimensional analysis, and that's it. That's how this works out. Okay. Otherwise, that's it for now, and I just want to say thank you for following along with me, and I'll be talking back to you again soon. Thanks, and have a good one.